Good morning, what's shaking, what's happening? Welcome back to Tasty Bites Timeless Travels. Today is day 118, 1 week left in our Holland America cruising around the world. And today, it is day 3 of 6 sea days in a row to get us back. But what a calm sea it is. Come join us. Now, it's windy and it's slightly cold, but the ship is no longer rocking, so it's already looking like it's going to be a better day. Busy day today. Laundry tour, galley tour, ice cream social, ukulele concert, and a headline show tonight that I think we want to see, in addition to all the other things that we're going to find to do along our day. So, busy day. Lots to do. I got to go by guest services too. I still have a 20 euro note that I think they will turn into American cash for me. But let's get this day started. We got to get some breakfast before that laundry tour. So let's go. All right, so thoughts on our very, very busy morning and afternoon. Laundry tour. Too many people. Very disorganized. The guy got halfway through it, and finally one of the passengers went to him and said, "You realize the other half of people cannot even get to where you're at and cannot hear a thing you're saying." And he kind of did a better job at keeping us in the group after that. But interesting things we learned. To iron pants, they actually fill them with air and then steam them really quickly. It was really cool. And some of it's automated, some of it's by hand. They do mostly dry cleaning style, but they have a wet cleaner for very sensitive materials or people with allergies. There's something else really cool. I don't know how they did the tags was fascinating. And what's interesting, we have a choice if we want the laundry folded or hung. It is actually easier for them to hang it because that's how they organize, is on hangers. So in order to get your laundry folded, they actually take it off the hanger and fold it. And he said, but there's 150 laundry employees, and he knows this is we've only have 5 days left to send out laundry before the end of the trip. He said he knows the last 3 days he's going to have to dedicate more people to folding because he's expecting every laundry order to ask for it to be folded so that way it can go right in the suitcase. And this one lady, she goes, "Oh my goodness, I've been asking it to be folded because I thought it was easier for you." And he goes, no, hang. So fun fact, we ended up leaving it early to make sure we made the galley tour. Now the galley tour, that was just like an open call, like it was a mass tour. We kept saying it was kind of like a Disney World experience where they had us walk through the galley. So it was just like a long line, but I liked it. That way you could stay as long as you wanted or go as fast as you wanted. They had people all around to answer questions, which the laundry attendants were very nice about answering questions because the guy was like way ahead of us. We were in the back. But they had people, they had cooks, they had hosts, they had servers, they had the maitre d's, everybody all around. And they gave a neat little handout on top of it for a visual aid. So galley tour was phenomenal. Then we called the cooking demo, which we didn't think we were going to get to, but we did. He was really cool, but he was supposed to make something else. They didn't get all the ingredients. He had to pivot. The recipe didn't come out quite right because they didn't completely change it correctly. So, and then he was supposed to have a special item on Lido in a few days, and they don't think they're going to be able to do it because they didn't get the right ingredients for it. So there's that. Lunch was good, and then it brings us to the ice cream social, which is just like the ice cream social they had last time, but they had the ukulele concert today. Now that was really cool. That was probably about 15-20 people that had been playing the ukulele since we were back in French Polynesia, which was day 30, I think 2030 is when we were in French Polynesia area. They have kept going, and they did such great songs. They did 8 days a week. They did Hallelujah by Mark Cohen or Leonard Cohen. I can't remember. It's Cohen. They did Margaritaville. They took This Land Is My Land and turned it into This World Is My World and kind of went through parts of our itinerary. It was really, really neat. They were super popular. I kind of wish they would have been at Rolling Stone because they were hard to hear because it was the pool deck at the end of the day. So some lady got in the hot tub in the middle of their concert and turned it on. The blender had to make drinks over at the bar. There's people walking through, kinda. So, but otherwise, a very fun afternoon, very fun day, busy day, but fun day. And we have found ourselves at Lido for dinner, so let's go get some dinner. All right, so I got a steak and fries to get me started off with, but you know I cannot come to Lido without getting one of these delicious stir fries. She's not here, so she can't spin the plate. But it looks like she went and got herself a little shrimp cocktail. Doesn't it look adorable? C has returned, and she has found herself a piece of pizza. Now, she pulls off the cheese. She can't get a dairy-free pizza here, but they have a new pizza maker who's been burning it, and it's made it so much better. It, stands up. Look at how good this pizza looks. Way different than the beginning of the trip. And then she's kind of having a picking night because she's not real sure what she wants. So she got a piece of eggplant parmesan without the sauce and stuff. And that looks like a piece of fish from fish and chips with the tartar sauce. They did a pretty good fish and chips here, so looking good. All right, for something sweet tonight, I have got the Snickers cake. And because I don't know how rich this is, I also got 1 scoop of vanilla ice cream. Looks good. call it a night. What a busy sea day it was. My goodness. But let's talk about the evening. Dinner in the Lido was dinner in the Lido. I will tell you, me and C, we could not figure out exactly what it was we wanted to eat, and we kept just wandering around, and just getting little things. But, you know, it's a buffet, so that's what you do. Right? Right. And then the violin player. Oh, my ice cream. By the way, that vanilla ice cream was not vanilla ice cream. It tasted like straight up cake batter. So, I don't think they have a cake batter ice cream. I feel like I might have seen a birthday cake ice cream at one point, but it wasn't vanilla. So, I think some of the ice creams got mislabeled, especially after the ice cream social today. But the violinist, she was really, really good. She did a few classical pieces, a few modern pieces. She did a few rock pieces. She started with Michael Jackson. She also did Nirvana Smells Like Teen Spirit. She ended with Phantom of the Opera, Music of the Night. So very, very good, very talented. And she was kind of funny. And she also makes her own dresses, which I found amazing, actually. I'm not that good of a seamstress, but, you know, it was just interesting. After we had the laundry tour today, then the performer makes their own dresses. So, because they have to make some of the clothes by hand here, because the captains from the Netherlands and stuff are so tall. So I just thought, oh, what a funny bookend of the day. But that was this evening. Always a great day. Hopefully tomorrow is going to be a nice sunshiny day, because when we looked at the daily for tomorrow, it's Derby Day, because it's Kentucky Derby, so I'm assuming some of the events are going to be just like Derby Day that we had for the Australian Derby, but they're not doing the big fake horse race thing. They're doing some sort of parade, including mobility devices. It's kind of different. So we shall see how that turns out, but that's not till 8:30 at night. There is no coffee with Kimberly. There is no cooking demos. There's none of the stuff that I normally do. They have City on the Sea at 11 o'clock tomorrow. We've seen it. It is very good if you've never seen anything like it. It kind of goes into how cruise ships operate and things like that. We've seen it a couple times, so I don't know if we're going to see that tomorrow or not. If the weather is bad, we might. If the weather is good, we are going to have a pool day, because we deserve a pool day, because what else is coming our way is another time change. We lose another hour, which I think is going to put us 2 hours ahead of Eastern Standard Time. So getting close. Getting back. And how you know you're getting close? Because you get the luggage information to go get your luggage tag and stuff. So, we've only ever had to do this we only really have ever sailed Disney, Royal, and Holland. And I don't remember how Disney does disembarkation luggage, because honestly, we were concierge, so they handle it. And we normally take our own luggage off. Royal, I know that they assign you a time. Holland, you could just go down and select your tag and go with it. Now, for whatever reason, I thought the ship arrived in Fort Lauderdale at 6 in the morning, but it arrives at 7 in the morning. So the first available tag is 8:30 in the morning, and we have a 9:30 train. I don't know what I was thinking. We went and talked to guest services. We were 4 stars, so apparently when you're 4 star and above, you get a special luggage tag, because your luggage is going to be the first one off. So that time starts at 7:45. So hopefully that'll work out for us. Otherwise, we got to carry our luggage off, because it's too expensive to change the train ticket. So hopefully, which we've lost a lot of stuff along the way, so I don't think we're going to be taking off as much luggage as we brought back on. But yeah, that's something fun we got to look forward to, because we don't have a lot of time left. This time next week, I will be in Orlando, Florida, and that is so wild and bizarre to say after all this time. So it's coming to an end. But it hasn't ended yet, and neither has Tasty Bites Timeless Travel. So make sure you hit that notification button, like, subscribe, all that fun social stuff to keep following us along as we finish our way around the Holland America Cruising Around the World Grand Voyage 2025 on the Zuiderdam, and see what happens next after the end of the voyage, because it doesn't end here. So have a great night. Bye.